What is up, y'all? It is your host, Rennie, and you're listening to another episode of the Call Me Crazy podcast. Grab the drink, drinkity drink.
Try not to slurp.
Tink.
I gotta take my notebook.
I got a whole soup over here.
She got me suffering too.
ASMR.
These apple crisps?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the wine.
No, the apple crisp apple.
I kind of got some in my cup.
Do you guys want to know something? No one's ever asked me if I liked girls, but when I cut my hair, I kid you not, every DM, I thought I was making a bunch of new friends, and then they would just like talk to me, and then after they would be like, "So you like girls, right?" And I'm like, "Fuck, I thought I had a new bestie." Like,
Oh no.
I didn't see her with her hair like shaved, like bald.
No.
I buzzed that bitch
She
off.
like when I first met her, her hair was like where my weave is, basically thick and everything, and then she shaved everything on bald.
Baldy. Skabaldi.
Still serving up.
Skabaldi. Still serving looks, feeling like a naked mole rat on the daily, but.
I mean, to be fair, you always be like, I look like a little boy. You did.
I do, still. I look like Michael Jackson circled the Jackson 5 right now.
I like your eyelashes.
Period. Thank you. Shout outs to Sculpted by Sid for the lashes. All right.
Extensions?
Kill him. Ooh, kill him. Ooh, you know it. My Asian ass could never.
Shout out to high school basement parties.
Seriously.
They used to be always at the
Seriously, they were fire. You wish you were there.
That part.
My thigh is slapping against the chair, and I'm like, dang, all this thickness.
We love it. These
Are
apples.
smacking on that fruit.
These apples is apples.
No, they are good. I got one out of my cup. The shits are fire.
So I'm just like looking at you, Jazz, and I'm like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. But not only is she so beautiful, she's wearing the Sola necklace, everybody. So introing to the series, this is the Mahal Kita series, which means from Filipino to English, I love you. The I love you series, we're talking all about love, dating, relationships, all the nitty gritty, the good stuff, the stuff you want to hear. All right, we know it. So we here to show it. Right. So yes, Jazmine is sporting the Sola necklace. I am too. I don't want to touch it because then I touch my mic. But yeah, so the Mahal Kita series coincides with the Mahal Kita collection, which I rolled out September 30th with Anid & Co. So it's 5 earrings and 1 necklace, which we are wearing today. So the links to buy that and support are always down below. But let's intro. So who am I with? This is a familiar face next to me. Hello.
Hello, my name is Jazmine. We did a podcast together like 2 years ago.
2020.
During COVID. So I'm back and better because her production is better. We're on different apps now, not just YouTube. And then we're also here with my friend.
Hi, I'm Sabrina. Basically just meeting you today.
Not basically. This is our first meetup, first link up.
Heard a lot about you though. Jazmine and I have known each other for like ever.
Yeah. We first met in 5th grade.
Oh my God, like really forever.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know each other personally, but we played against each other in basketball.
In 5th grade?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
And
ballers.
then we didn't actually like become friends until 6th grade because we did travel basketball and everything. From 6th grade to high school, we were on teams together.
And were you in the same schools or just teams?
6th grade, we went to middle school. And then high school, you went to a different one. For
Yeah, I went to Greenwich for 2 years.
But we were still doing like travel.
Yeah.
Outside of high school and everything. We knew each other for a minute.
Yeah.
And then we have like that type of friendship with like, even if we don't talk to each other for like a few years or a year or whatever, we text each other and then it's like
The
back at
energy
it.
doesn't change.
Yeah.
I love
Like,
that. It's few and far between, but I love that. That's real love.
Yeah.
Just pick up where you left off.
Right.
So we're all here today because Jazz and I had the idea to do, I think this is my first podcast with two other guests, 3 people. So I'm excited. We'll see how the audio works. We've got a mic on me, we got a mic on Sabrina, and Jazzy is sandwiched in the middle. So we'll see how it works out. I'm all for experimenting. We've been talking about like relationships, love, dating from all different people, but they're all like, I mean, I'm like hetero. The guy that I had before me, was the guy before that was, you are. But I wanted to get another perspective, and also we're all different like dating types. We seek the different things in relationships, but also like similar things. So I thought it would be good to get like 3 different perspectives on what it's like right now. I know for me, the dating life is trash. It's trash.
I'm that old-fashioned generation.
I'm trying to be like that. Though those are my
Yeah,
goals.
it's in there, but I don't know. It's not the same. Yeah.
That married till you die type of relationship.
Not even till you die, until like we're both done, or like once someone's done and like we don't want to fix it or whatever. Like I'm good with going with the flow. I mean, nothing lasts forever. I hope it does. Like I'm a hopeless romantic, but if it doesn't, I feel like that's okay too. But like just a partnership for me that like feels solid is what I want. Or I just want to be alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Fucking right. All right. Sorry, Jazz. I wish I knew.
I wish I knew.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. What you do, baby, what you do? Make a move, could've made a move. If I knew, I'd be with you.
Wait.
Oh. Yeah.
This looks fire.
Dang, how'd you get all the fruit out?
Splish splash.
Open the tip top.
Oh shit.
Tip top of the Rip Rock. Just a precursor and a warning. I think the episode before this, I got a little tipsy off the weed. Or no, the episode that just went live with Fred. I was tipsy in a conference room. Is it the conference rooms? It might be the conference rooms for me.
It might be.
So we
Because
all.
you don't get tipsy. You're not.
No, I'm not a drinker. But I'm kidding. So we all brought something to drink. I brought some sangria mixes in several blender bottles. Jazz brought some black box wine. And Sab, you brought champagne and wine.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not going to show it because sponsor us for it.
Period. we're pouring under the table.
Yeah.
And you don't
Until
know
we
what we
see
had
that
to do
check.
to open the bottle, so
Yeah,
let's
you have no idea. You won't even get involved in that. We won't even involve you in that. But it was a lot, and you're welcome. So just so you know, I'm a little. What's up, Corgi? Corgi? What was their name? Oh yeah, exactly my point. If things aren't perfect, I'm drinking.
Facts.
So, do you guys remember your dating type?
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I think you should go first.
Me? Okay, I'm gonna start with what I used to be, which is a combo of 2, and what I am now. So, and then we'll go through the definitions of each. So I feel like I used to be the rescuer and the perfectionist, and now I'm more so just a perfectionist. How about you, Jazz?
I don't have that much dating experience. So I'm basing off. I don't have like a before and after. I have just right now. So I think I'm considered the perfectionist right now. But if I have to add what kind of people I'm interested in dating, the Playa.
Whoa.
Oh, Playa.
Playa for sure.
For shizzy. Okay.
I would say the Defeatist.
All right. So, gosh, this is going to be long. Does anyone want to help me read, or am I alone on this one?
Well, we both have the Perfectionist, so I'll read the Playa one.
Okay. You want to play it, so go ahead and read that one.
That's the shortest one.
We ain't in school now. Read the Playa.
She ain't mine, though. I ain't know that. Okay, the Playa, good at reading people so that he, I like how they put he, but we're going to say he or she. But in my case, it's a he, but in general.
Yep.
He, and it usually is a he.
This is from theguardian.com. This ain't me now. Don't cancel me now.
Wait, it's so funny how I'm clean. I'm gonna say he or she, but it's like, and it usually is a he. It's basically parentheses, but it's a dash. That's actually kind of funny. Okay.
I'm gonna quote it on the screen, y'all.
Okay, so it usually is a he. Will know how to say the thing which will make his date feel seen. Understood and appreciate it for herself. So basically, as the young kids will say, Riz. They'll rip. Never mind.
What's a Riz?
You ever heard of that? When you riz someone up, that's basically what they're saying.
Who are the young kids?
I forgot you're younger.
Let me just.
Younger than you. The TikTokers.
Jason.
All right.
Anyway.
Back there.
But beware, for though this charmer may melt hearts, he is often after one thing. As soon as he got the notch on his bedpost, he'd suddenly not be ready for a relationship right now, or simply not stop texting. It's not you, it's him.
You want that?
No, I usually go for guys.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah. Yes, same. I'm gonna read the rescuer first and then the perfectionist, because I used to be a rescuer and a perfectionist, and now we're both perfectionists.
Yeah.
So the rescuer is, they may not realize it, but they are looking for a depressive. Although this relationship may work for a bit, it usually ends in tears as the only person who can really change the depressive is themselves. And the rescuer may get resentful that, try as they might, nothing really makes a difference. They may try to change a playa as well. In parentheses, never works. Mm-hmm. They too would probably be better off seeing a therapist in order to drop the habit of trying to change everyone. What did I do? Okay, period. So the perfectionist harbors the romantic notion that Mr. or Miss Right is out there for them, or anything in between, and they'll know immediately from something they refer to as chemistry. They haven't realized that perfection doesn't come ready-made and that a relationship is built up slowly. Even if they do seem to hit it off with a date, they'll never commit or settle because there's so much choice out there. It makes them terrified of making a mistake. They might have a ball with someone but reject them as his clothes weren't quite right or her ankles were a bit thick. Oh my God.
When I read that, I was like, what?
I'm the perfectionist, but not that part.
Me neither. I honestly, this was a last minute write-up. Mm-hmm. Not gonna lie. They might be quite possibly a little phobic of commitment. So I think yes and no.
I feel like that's me.
Okay.
100%.
100%, through and through.
Except for the clothes part, that's kind of...
And then go ahead with the defeatist.
The defeatist, someone who has been on as many as 3 internet dates and has had the misfortune to fall victim of a playa, a vanity project, and a perfectionist. On the basis of 3 unfortunate experiences, they write off everyone and anyone who may be seeking a partner using online dating. Their only hope is to strike it lucky first time because they won't give online love a chance. Their pessimism may even put off potential partners.
Their pessimism.
Pessimism.
Okay, so that's who we are in short, right? That's just a very generic, not updated or politically correct summary of the dating type that we are. So I had everyone write 10 non-negotiables that they're looking for in a future partner. So I think we should just rattle all of ours off, all 10, and then kind of go through our top 5.
Okay.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So I have honesty, passion, ambition/drive, support, communication, grounded, humor, a best friend relationship, respecting privacy, and financially stable.
Okay. Period. Okay. Mine is like, honestly, guys, please don't cancel me, but I'm there's not even enough people out there watching to cancel me, but in the future, please don't cancel me. You know, it's rough out here, and it's rough out here, and honestly, I just feel like the more barriers and non-negotiables I have up, the better I'll be, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if this offends anyone. You don't want me anyways. I'm a lot. So anyways, here we go. Must be 6 feet or above. Must have a plan for the future. In parentheses, in motion. All right. Must be financially stable. Is physically active / likes the outdoors. Can get goofy with me. I do not want to hear I don't dance. That's literally not a thing in my house. So come correct. Needs to apply in caps, pressure. I'm gonna need to feel the pressure. Capital P.
Push and pee.
I need you to push the P, all right? I need to know that you're into me, and then I need to know that I'm on your mind, all right? Faithful and honest. I just don't have time for the bullshit. And if you want to be a playa, as we said, there's so many ways to do that with like being open with people, and like people are dating. Who cares? I'm just not the one. Okay. Has to have, I didn't know how to like explain this, but like has to have like a dark Dave Chappelle type of humor. Like I'm from New York. Like you have to have like, there's just something. I don't know how to explain it. There's something.
I was thinking about putting that, but I just said humor.
Yeah. I did, but there's something about
Dark
like,
humor. You have to have dark humor.
I talk about death a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Come on.
we gotta be able to like, take it like that. Needs to be a cannabis consumer. I'm an avid cannabis consumer, and just like I foresee it, you know, I'm gonna be cooking in the kitchen, like smoking a joint when I'm not pregnant. So that's gonna happen in my household, and usually people who don't consume cannabis don't really like the smell. It's just like even after a while, like to be in it, it's just a little, it's like I can see how it would be a lot, because like if I lived with someone who smoked cigarettes, like I can't take that. I can't smell cigarettes all day. So I just genuinely think you need to be a cannabis consumer, and then emotionally vulnerable with good communication.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
Except the height thing here.
Yeah, because you're tall.
Right.
You're already tall.
Mine are accepting differences, being open-minded, honesty, mutual effort, respect, boundaries, abuse, intimacy, commitment, and expressiveness.
Wait, non-negotiable? It's abuse? What do you mean by that?
Like physical, mental, emotional abuse.
Like the non-negotiables, like you can't have it, or
Like
you
I
can't
won't
have
tolerate it.
Oh, you won't tolerate it. Got it.
Oh, the top 5 now.
Top 5.
This is hard. I am not gonna lie. Well, let's go with honesty, because we all had honesty.
Yeah, we all had honesty.
With me, honesty, I think that goes hand in hand with communication too, because I feel like with honesty, you have to tell me, like, if you don't feel something about a relationship, tell me, make sure I know, be honest with me type of thing. Oh, I'm not really a big person on knowing where you are, but be honest where you go, because
Right.
ends up cheating, whatever. But be honest about yourself, be honest about what you believe in, be honest how you feel about me, type of thing, and not like lead me into like something where I feel like I'm rambling. I lost my train of thought.
No, but I think that's I think that's really valid. Like, honest also, like I said earlier, like nothing is forever, right? So you can just be honest enough with me, like to know like I care about you, you care about me, like, and we love each other so much that if someone's not feeling it or someone's like, you know, come to me, like talk to me, like we can figure it out, like what's best for both of us, what's best for our assets, our family, whatever it is that we have together.
Yeah. I feel like honesty is like one of the important parts of being in a relationship, because without it, there's no foundation.
It's not healthy.
Yeah.
You need it.
I'm just like, what's the point at this point?
Right.
I feel like, okay, I actually answered my own question when I said that. I think it's for when people don't actually want to be in a relationship but are in a relationship, I think it's because they can't be alone.
Yeah.
And it's not actually they want to be in a relationship. They just need constant companionship, and that's a very easy way to get it.
Yeah.
And guarantee it every single day.
Right.
And then that brings up the point, like, just, it doesn't have to be the other person. Be honest with yourself. Be honest how you actually feel. Like, are you comfortable in a relationship, or are you just there because it feels safe?
Right.
So honesty comes from both sides.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something you kind of learn though.
Yeah.
Because when you're younger, it's like, I mean, it's not the same. That's all you look for. But when you like experience and learn, now the age we're at now, we're like, all right, now we're all okay with being single, type of thing. So.
But are we okay with it because of how times are now, or are we okay with it because we're independent? That's just how we are as a person. Are we looking out like the outside and it's like how our generation is, like we don't need a relationship type of thing? Or is that just our characteristic that we don't need a relationship?
I think personally for me, I really want a relationship. I just don't want one that's lackluster. I'd rather be alone.
Yeah.
We don't need it, but like it's nice to have it.
It's
Everybody
nice to
wants
have it.
Right.
But especially if it's not what I want, and like something that you put on your list that I didn't put, I don't think, is like support.
Yeah.
And like if the relationship is not benefiting me in any way, just like a friendship, just like a family ship, which is what I call family relationships, I'm not gonna keep up with it.
Yeah.
You know, I can love you from afar, whatever it is, but like I'm not gonna keep up with something that's not, if I'm not feeding you and you're not feeding me in some way, like I can't. I won't do it.
Yeah. That's something I have to learn how to do. Because I feel like, I've been in a lot of relationships, but like I feel like all the guys I've talked to, I always put myself out there to support them, and there's no support coming back. So that's something I definitely have to look at. That's why I put support.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to be 50-50 all the time, but like say like one day like I'm struggling, so I'm going 20%. At least come back with 80%. As long as everything's 100%, and then we're both like knowing where we are. Supporting wise, like if you can't do it this month, I'll try to pick up the slack, everything. So that's
valid.
That's why I have to work on. It doesn't have to be me all the time. Like it has to be like a little
Give and
teamwork.
take.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being 200% separately, and then like maybe you're having an 80 day and he gives you 20, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just being, because I've always like thought of a union as like you're coming together and you're making that whole piece of the pie make sense. But then over time, for me personally, I realized that no, I want us to be 200% together.
But I feel like that's when like the pressure of relationships start coming in, because everyone's gonna have their off day, and what if you guys both have your off day at the same time? So you have to take a, like, not a day off relationship wise, but like take time for yourselves, and that's when the space comes. All right, you're not having a good day, I'm not having a good day. Maybe we should like do something that we don't have to see each other, and then maybe the next day that's when we come back to 200%.
Yeah, no.
Because sometimes relationships can be a lot, seeing the person, if you're living with the person, seeing each other all the time. Maybe those days off when you're both like 0% take a day off away from each other, you'll come back and be 200 type of thing.
No, that's exactly what I think it should be, because it's like, if I'm at 10% today and you're at 20%, like, let's go fill our own cups so we can come back and we're both 100%. Or we can help each other fill each other's cups for some of the day and then go off or whatever, like whatever works for you. But yeah, I definitely like now see myself coming to the table with 100%, just like a full person. And that doesn't mean good days every day, but that's just like me being a human and okay alone in my own body.
Yeah.
That's good. Like, I put boundaries as one of mine, and that's kind of like why I
Top
put
5?
boundaries.
Yeah.
I don't think I put it no, actually I did put it top 5, because I think it's important to like be able to do your own thing sometimes, like take your own space, you have your own friends and stuff like that, ways to decompress, and like it's your independence, your boundaries, like respect it type of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's why honesty is like my number one, because reflecting off both what you guys said, I'm not honest with myself saying, okay, I need that boundary, I need that time away from myself. I feel like I always would need to be like 100% all the time, but I'm not honest with myself. I don't know when I'm overworked. I overwork myself and then I get tired. But be honest with yourself. Are you tired, or no, you just like, you're striving right now, so why stop? So that's why honesty is my number one. It kind of reflects that.
Do you think you can say that in your friendships? Because I feel like in our group chat, for example, there's so many times where I cancel on you guys, like you and Samsara, because I made the plans at the beginning of the week, or last Sunday we made the plans and it's Friday and I'm fucking exhausted and all I want to do is sleep. So do you feel like you can say that in your friendships and you can't in relationships and like flings, or you can't say it like anywhere?
I think so, because even my coworkers are like, do you ever have a day off to yourself? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I have the weekend shoot, but she's like, but you're doing a photo shoot, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that. I'm like, I just tell you guys like what I'm doing, but there are days that I'll be like I think you asked to go for a walk and I'm like, oh, I have to do this type of thing. Like I'll say no, but am I the friend that's like, oh, but like this person really wanted to go out even though I'm tired?
You
like,
are
okay,
that friend.
I am that person.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll meet you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn how not to do that, but I am that friend.
It depends. If I have like 15% left in the tank, I'll be like, do you want me to rally? If so, I will. If not, I'll die in my bed right now. Like, no
like,
shot.
With you, like, if you do cancel, we're like, okay, but yeah, we get it. She's tired. It's not like a big thing.
Yeah. All right, let me see. Top 5. Oh, can get goofy with me. I think that like goes along with sense of humor too. And then in parentheses, you can't not dance. I've had so many guys tell me they don't dance, and I don't know if that's just a lie to act cool or whatever, but it's not cool. It's actually like,
Get on that dance floor.
Yeah, get on that dance floor. Tear it up with me. Like, stop it right now. I dance 24/7. I dance in public. I dance in private. I dance everywhere you can possibly dance. I will kick off my shoes just so I can be on my socks, so I can feel like Michael Jackson. Like, I am always dancing, so you need to be dancing. My kids will come out the womb, pop, lock, and dropping, like you best believe. So like, dancing is in my household. It's gonna be in my future home. Like, so I need my partner to dance.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Is there any like music genres that you're like, my partner has to know this playlist or else I can't? Like, I know your playlist is everywhere, but I'm saying like a genre or an era of time.
Actually, yeah, because I never like think about myself being married or anything, but being from like a black household, you have to dance all the electric slides, the Cupid shuffle. Like, if you don't do that at our wedding, and that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared to marry someone and they don't dance and they won't do it at the wedding.
You gotta meet them at the club.
I don't know if that's
embarrassing.
Yeah, no, it's
Who
embarrassing.
won't dance to those songs? Like, those are the most like iconic party songs ever.
Like, you have to dance to that at least. I don't know what other genre. Like,
I would have to say like, you gotta know 90s.
Yeah.
Like the 90s club music, like R&B. You gotta be bumping.
Yeah.
No, that's so true. Wait, are you Puerto Rican?
I am.
Like, do you listen to like bachata or like something that you're like hands down, like you have to like be able to groove with this at least?
Yeah, I mean, I can't like salsa and shit, but like, yeah, I'm bumping the Spanish music. I don't know what they're saying, but I'm in there. Like, you know, like it's in my blood. I feel it. I just want to move.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like it's in all of our blood though. Like, honestly, like the drums, like, is in everything.
once Bad Bunny popped out too.
Oh yeah, Baboni. I love Baboni, baby.
I'm a sip to Bad Bunny.
Yeah, sip to that Bonnie, baby.
Just pick one of my top 5.
Yeah.
My first one is accepting differences. Like a lot of people come from different places and see like different periods of life and go through different, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, compromise.
Yeah, sometimes it's like hard to be with someone who hasn't like experienced things that you have and like been through things because they just will never understand. So I don't know. That was kind of a big not a big one, but it definitely like affected my previous relationship a decent amount because we were just so different.
Yeah.
Our backgrounds and everything like that. So
I've definitely had that in a relationship, and like some of those relationships like I'm still friendly with to this day, and like I can tell them I love them because I genuinely love them as a person, but there were times where I have dated people who didn't know the value of $1, and that's really hard from my background to revel with, especially because no matter what, I was always paying for things with money I earned. Like there was never spending money in my house. So when I was older in relationships and people were still getting allowances, like in college, I was like...
People who went to college and didn't know how to do laundry.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
I was like, okay, this is different. This is interesting. I wonder how this is going to be when we're married. We never got to that point. But now I know that that's kind of like, you gotta, like, you don't have to like grow up in the trenches with me, but like some adversity is needed.
But like, like understand where I'm coming from and like why I feel a certain way about things and like why I do things.
Yeah.
And
I think I'm getting money. My nose is itchy. I'm so sorry. But yeah, no, definitely. That is something that is very important to me too. And I didn't even realize it until you said it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Because we also all dated outside our cultures too.
Oh yeah,
so,
true.
I know my mom was like, "Are you ready for people to look at you guys?" type of thing.
I remember when she said that. Yeah. And you were like, what? And I was like, no, I get it. Because I've been in those types of relationships and they are like eye-catching for some reason.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
they
think
are.
in this time of period, but it's still like you walk by and people are just like...
Yeah, it's so crazy, and I feel like sometimes I probably will have looked at someone like that.
Yeah. I do.
Jazmine said like, absolutely.
I'm like, wait.
Oh.
But then I'd be like, go ahead.
Do your thing. Rock out with your cock out.
Shit. I'd just be like, yeah, you ain't dating me, so you know, you do what you gotta do. That's all you, boo.
Yeah. So how was that experience for you after all of it? You know, your mom was like, are you ready for people to look at you? And were you ready? What happened?
I feel like, honestly, that wasn't the people really looking. I feel like it was more of my family type, more looking. Like, ever since I was a kid, they were like, you're definitely going to be with a white guy. And I'm like, what makes you think I'll be with a white guy?
And it wasn't a white guy, though.
It wasn't, no.
Right.
And then, like, growing up, I was into, like, light-skinned black guys, like the Stephen Curry's type of thing. None of them were white.
Curry, baby.
But all the guys I've been with were all Spanish. Not because I particularly wanted that. It's just how it happened. It's not shade or anything. It's just most guys. All the guys that are attracted to me just happen to be Spanish type of thing. But my family thought I would be with a white guy, but that hasn't happened yet. So.
What was your dating out of your race experience like? Or culture, rather.
Well, one was Greek, and the other one was Russian and some other white shit.
Okay.
I don't remember.
And
Yeah.
like, you don't have to get too specific, but was it like different for you? Is it something that you're used to, dating out of your culture?
It wasn't like crazy because she wasn't super like into the religion and stuff, so it wasn't like that bad. But her parents were not accepting of her at all.
Okay.
So that was a big issue.
Got you.
Both of them, actually, their family was not with it.
That's upsetting. Is like, when you came out, was it a comfortable experience for you and your family?
Yeah.
That's
they were
amazing.
cool with it. They don't care.
That's amazing.
We were talking about when she told me about it.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
I went to visit her at her college.
It was like our freshman year in college, and I think it was parent weekend or something. And my mom brought her up to surprise me, and she stayed for like the weekend.
Yeah.
But like the way she did it was so like, I need to talk to you. We need to go somewhere private. And I was like, oh yeah, we can like walk, because my campus was over by the water. We're like, we can walk by the water, and it's like dark out. And she's just like, I'm gay. I'm like, okay. Like, what do you want me to do with that information?
Because you never know, like, you know how it is for the LGBTQ and everything. It's like, it's not easy. Even if your family ends up accepting you, like, it's still not easy to even do it.
Right.
Whether you're comfortable around your family or not. Because you could be like this with your family, and then they, you know, you come out and that you don't even exist anymore.
Exactly.
So.
There's a couple of things like that: sexuality, money, religion, you know, political party. Like, those things can really split someone up, no matter the bond that you once had or anything like that. Did you experience any friends who weren't accepting, or was everything?
Friends, no.
No.
They were all cool.
That's amazing.
But you also did it like while you were older.
I was older, I was in college. It was open in college. Like, I was on the basketball team, rugby team, everybody's gay.
Yeah.
So I was comfortable in college. That's when I really like got into myself, and I really started to find myself was in college.
So you felt comfortable then, and it was
super
a good
comfortable.
response.
Yeah.
Do you think if you'd done it any sooner, like, people would have made fun of you, or were you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you were in a school.
Yeah,
like
in high
that?
school, that's all. You're gay, you faggot. Like,
Yeah.
you know how that was.
Yeah, no, we were throwing the if G's like no other. Yeah.
I feel like if anything, it's more accepted now than it was before, because
100%.
a lot more people are open about it now than when we were in high school 10 years ago.
I mean, the things we were calling people who transition is crazy. Like, back then.
It was to think about it now, it was
I'm
wild.
horrified with myself, honestly.
Right.
Horrified. But
And it was like your own friends doing it too, so it
Yeah.
wasn't easy. Everybody that I know now that is gay from high school that wasn't out, you know, like,
Kept it a secret?
yeah, everybody
Yeah.
kept it a secret back then.
So, who's next on the non-negotiable
I
list?
think it's me. Let's see, let me look.
Okay.
I kinda, grounded. That's one that is definitely top 5, because I just need someone that's grounded, because I overthink a lot of things. Like, I was telling you earlier how like I overthink outfits and I start panicking, and I'm like I don't want to go anymore. Like, so I overthink everything. So I need someone to bring me back to reality, to be like, Jazmine, it's fine. It's not that serious. Don't overthink it.
Let's just get in the car.
Let's go. I'm not the person that overthinks like food or anything at first, but stuff like who's gonna be there, or are you sure like we're good type of thing, because I will overthink that for sure, to like I'll be sleeping and be like, something don't feel right, type of overthinker. So I need someone to be like, relax, it's okay, breathe, we're fine.
I think that also has to do with like reassurance too. Like, not only like in the moment stuff, but just like throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, just like little signs, and they don't all have to be the same, but that just like reassures you like we're still on the same page, like I'm still here choosing you every day, or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
What's your next top 5 non-negotiable that we haven't gone over yet?
Being open-minded.
Deeper.
Just
deeper.
open up to new things, like things you've never done before.
Yeah.
Like something that maybe I do often, or even something that I eat that you don't eat, or you've never eaten before.
Yep.
Like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Because it kind of creates more of a bond between you and your partner, and like makes you stronger.
Yeah.
So
Experiences and memories.
yeah.
I definitely think like sharing experiences and things that you love, but also like doing new experiences that are new for the both of you.
Right.
Like I always love sharing a movie that I love with someone, but it's also fun watching a movie that both of you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gives you different perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one actually. Yeah.
I didn't think about that one, but I like that one. So did we cover must be financially stable, or just me and we knew we both had it?
We didn't cover it, yeah.
Okay, so that's my next non-negotiable. And I said this like on a fleeting Instagram story, and I think and I feel like this still holds true for me. Like furthermore, must be financially stable, but also has to make more money than me. I personally think that like you should make more money than me. Like,
But why though?
why?
Yeah.
Because I want my partner to be the provider. Like I will have multiple properties. I will bring a lot to the table when it comes to like finances, but I'm just like old fashioned in the way where I feel like my partner should take care of like the necessities.
Yeah.
And like I add the fluff. I pay for vacations. I pay for dinners out. I pay for dates. But like you've got it all on lock to where like if we lose everything today, like we still have like, you know, enough. I think that's like how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I put financially stable, I didn't think about like the guy being more, having more, but at least having like a job that you want, and then because you guys know me, I work multiple jobs. I don't right now, but I've had multiple jobs. So like I'm a person that like even if I'm dying and need a day off, I'm gonna be like, okay, I can pick up the shift. I'll be fine. So I work. So I do need someone to like meet me even and be like, okay, I see you're working hard. I'm gonna work hard too. He doesn't have to make more than me. We can make even amount as we meet in the middle. But if he does, as you said, if he does make more, that actually would be nice for once. Because I was more, I'll be the one to like give money out type of person.
Yeah,
but I
The
don't
provider.
I don't want to be that anymore.
Like when I see my future, if it does include a partner, just statistically, men get more money in the work field than women. And that's that's who's going to be my partner. So automatically you make more money than me.
Right.
So you should make more money than me, right? By like, you know, working statistics and standards. But also I don't want to date anyone right now that can't provide the things that I'm already providing for myself.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I take care of the dogs by myself. I, you know, take care of my car by myself, my rent by myself, like all these things I do and handle by myself, as well as like all the luxuries that I afford myself. Like I just took myself on a trip to Africa. Like it took a lot of saving, but like I did that. And like, if you can't give that to me or us, that experience, like that's going to be so hard for me. Like I'm going to feel so bad that I can't just pick you up and take you everywhere with me because you literally can't afford it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like right now I'm just not in a place where like, you know, I'm sure people can probably afford way more lavish experiences than I can right now. And like, that's a different bracket, but I just need like for you to be able to give me at least what I give myself.
Yeah.
You
I'm trying to go
can,
on vacation.
right. I'm trying to go on a vacation. Come on.
I gotta catch a flight like every 2 to 3 months.
No,
Right.
she'd be out. I'm
I'll
like,
be out. I gotta go.
take me with you.
Right.
I'm leaving on Thursday.
Oh my God. Hello. We're going. We're going.
Yeah, seriously. That's all I've been
I
doing.
love that. I love that. Sign me up.
Literally, I'm trying
Sign
to.
me
Gotta
up.
take advantage while you can.
You guys
know?
should both sign up for the Black World Bravado trip.
I've been looking at it. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, what is
show
this
her?
trip? She didn't show me.
It's in El Salvador.
Send it. to me whenever.
It's a sisterhood wellness retreat by this podcast I love called the Black Girl Bravado. And it's just like unlimited horseback riding, like guided meditations, like food included, like everything included.
Like flight and all, or?
No, I think flight is separate.
Yeah, I think you gotta pay for your flight.
Yeah.
But they have like payment
Payment
When is
plans.
it?
March.
Ooh. I didn't even start. We can actually split a room.
You guys can.
It'll be cheaper splitting. More people. She's gonna have a room by herself.
I bit the bullet because I didn't know because we were gonna go with our other friend, but she backed out.
Yeah.
So we didn't know it was up in the
Yeah, I
air.
totally forgot about it. I ain't got one.
Yeah. No, but if you guys look into it and you want to go.
Yeah, if you send me the info.
Yeah.
I'll send it out there.
So yeah, financially stable. So wait, you said why more? So what is your standard?
I mean, I don't really like base my relationship off financial status. Like, I'm not gonna not be with you or be with you because you make more or less money than me.
That's fair.
So I don't know. I love them like more than the money that they make. But obviously, I want you to be able to financially like take care of yourself. Like, I'm not gonna fucking carry you.
Yeah.
But it just has to be mutual. Just hold your weight.
Right.
You know.
Well, then I feel like if you don't care about their financial like stability, you'll find yourself, at least me, you'll find yourself like paying more.
That
'cause
part.
you don't-
Right. Yeah.
That part.
It's just mutual. Just be mutual. Play your part.
I also had a drug dealer of a boyfriend who literally didn't want to pay for shit.
It'd be the ones that actually.
Why are you hiding stacks in my clothes and Glocks in my clothes and you don't want to pay for shit?
That's how they stay rich.
That's crazy.
That's how they
See,
stay rich.
this is why. And I feel like you've probably been in a fair share of relationships. I've been in a fair share of relationships. Jazz has
What's
been.
a fair share?
Okay, well, like, I know Jazz said you've been in more relationships than her.
You're right.
How many
been in
relationships?
one.
Two. Okay, so I've been in like,
The fact that you have to think.
I would say like 4 or 5 serious relationships because like my first relationship in high school, like I was already on online school, babysitting his little brother during the day. He would come home from school, his mother would come home from college. Like it was like a whole thing. So I feel like I consider that a relationship. Like it was 3 years of my life but I started really young. So I would say I have like 4 or 5.
I thought you were thinking because like you had way more, and I'm like, dang, I'm not experienced.
No.
at all.
I knew the people, but I was like, who should I consider, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
like 15 to like 16, 17, when you're like that involved with a person's like day to day, like we're with each other every day, sleeping over someone's house, like
Yeah.
it was a lot.
I'm very.
So for me, I feel like, okay, like I like when I hear your guys's like non-negotiables, I feel like you guys are really nice, and I'm like, I feel like such a bitch. Like I'm like,
I think we just looked at it differently.
Yeah.
Like I thought kind of deep about it. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
She's been in 2, but you've been in long-term relationships.
Yeah, they've been long. So.
all mine are like 2 to 3 year stints.
I feel like 2 years is like that breaking point. Like once you hit that 2 years, you know.
You should know. Yeah,
Oh my
seriously.
God.
Always the 2 years. I swear to God, all the people I know that dated
It
people
goes
for
up to 2 years.
They break up right after 2 years.
So my healthy ones were 2 years, my toxic ones 3 years.
I had a relationship
Yeah.
that lasted 2 years. That's kind of funny. My other one was
always a
almost
2
7
years.
though.
3, 2, 2, 3.
I didn't
The 2.
2 healthy in between. Don't know where I went wrong. No, I do know exactly where I went wrong,
But
but
were they
Damn,
healthy
so-
or was it because you were like young at that time?
no, they were genuinely healthy. Like we let each other have our own lives. They were very supportive of me and my dreams and my aspirations and what I was doing. Those, you know, were the people who came from more privileged households than I did. So I feel like energy-wise, and financially they had more to give, right? So they supported me more. But yeah, there was no mental mind games, and if it was anything, it was from me and my trauma. Like they didn't have any to like dish out on me, whereas like the sandwiched 3 years on either end were very either like mentally traumatic or mentally and physically traumatic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we all have our separate trauma too.
Yeah. Like separate from relationships that we bring
into the relationship.
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
I don't know about you, but
I think everyone does.
Everybody has
a
trauma.
version of trauma. Whether it's from, I mean, it could be from so many different things, but I think everyone has a version.
Yeah.
I think because you told me, you were like, I don't know how you only been in one relationship. And I was like, maybe it's just me. Like, I'm the person that's like causing this. But I do have trauma because of my dad and not being and like having a relationship with my dad. So I feel like it's hard for me to connect with guys because I didn't grow up seeing my mom and dad together. So that's my trauma I bring into like relationships. Like I'm picky as hell. Like most of the guys I've been with were like flings or something, and the guy I was in a relationship for lasted like 8 months. Yeah. So that's the trauma I bring, and then it brings up a wall, and I'm just like, it's hard for me to break the wall.
I kind of love that for you though, because I have a similar experience, but I watched my mom constantly need male validation. So I feel like that's what I strive for. It was like, no matter who's by my side, someone's by my side, someone's asking me what I'm doing, someone needs to know where I am. Like, no matter if it's toxic, no matter if it's healthy or whatever it is, like I have like that constant like communication and companionship that we were talking about. And that's why I took like, a year and a half, like almost 2 years to really just be alone, But I think that's amazing because I didn't have a dad. I didn't have the love of my father. And I felt like I was chasing love for so long because of both of my parents.
Yeah. It can be good and bad at the same time because it's good that I'm not like ready to jump in a relationship right when I meet a guy. But it's also bad because I'm not the person that put myself out there to meet someone. So it's good and bad at the same time.
There's always a trade-off.
Yeah.
You're looking at me if I didn't eat this. This is like, it's so drenched and juicy.
It looks good.
Is that an orange? I just got apples.
There's mandarins in here, girl. Wait, real quick though.
I had a man and he was 100% faithful to me, and he was everything that I asked for. He was funny, smart, successful, with a big dick, no kids, tall and dark skin. This goes on.
Ambition and drive. Ambition and drive.
Talk to me, ambition and drive.
Okay, so when it comes to ambitions, I need you to have ambitions in your life, in our relationship, and your goals. I need you to have drive. I need you to be like, look, I want to do this and that with my life. Even though you're not where you are, where you want to be now, you need to have like something in your future that you're looking forward to. Like me, I feel like I can't sit at a job for more than a year without me being like, okay, I need to move on to the next thing. Because I got the drive like that. I feel like that's like more like really important in relationships because
that's kind of dangerous though.
You think so? Why?
To be like, I don't know.
Why?
You get so defensive.
I'm asking, like I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I was writing it, I feel like maybe like that's kind of crazy, but like I feel like.
But do you still feel that way? Like when you were talking about the job, like, is that still a current thing?
Only because like I'm not doing something that I want to do in my life. Like I don't want to be working in an office as a receptionist. Like I want. Like how?
I guess I'm just trying to say that, like, I guess depending on which way you put your ambition, it could be dangerous.
No, I think it is dangerous for me because
See,
like coworkers like, you want to do this, you want to do that. I'd be like, yeah, I can be a comedian, but I also want to be a DJ, and I also want to start my own. What'd you say?
I'm always be it all.
That's what I'm saying. It could be crazy and it could be dangerous.
No, I have that.
Crazy baby.
Call me crazy.
I have that problem too. I always want to do something new.
Yeah.
Like
Same.
my mind never stops.
That's the problem.
Like I always want to do something else.
I feel like I just do it though. It takes a long time, but I'm just like, yeah, that's something I'm definitely gonna do because it looks fun and I want to do it and I want to make money while doing it. So why not?
Yeah. Like I want to start my own
Little bar.
The bar.
Oh yeah,
DJ.
yeah.
I want to do this. I want to do that.
You should start, Jazz. Like I'm serious. Like get a mixer, get a MIDI. Start.
Yeah, I'm hoping by next summer.
Do Instagram lives where you just like play a set of your favorite music and you just like play around with setting it up. You're beautiful. You're fun to watch, and good music is good music. Why the fuck not?
Right. But it is scary too.
It's scary, but
Everything is scary.
Yeah.
So
it's just like, oh my God, not to be morbid, but we could die tomorrow.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, so are we gonna stay scared or are we just gonna start doing shit and not giving a fuck? I didn't always just dance on Instagram the way I do.
Yeah.
you dance on Instagram?
It's on TikTok.
This video I sent you guys with the chicken wing will go up on Instagram. It will. I don't care.
Meanwhile, me and Sabrina are upstairs at the we're at my apartment building in the conference room, by the way.
Gang,
Me and
gang.
Sabrina are in the rooftop. We were like drinking beers, dancing, going around the pool table looking stupid. You would never see that.
It was so funny.
You would never see that.
Let me tell you though, these beers were 9.5% per can. Per can.
You had more than me.
It's a quick fix.
You'll never see those videos, but Rennie doesn't.
Oh yeah, you'll never see those videos.
I don't
It's
care.
not.
The only thing I don't do is like post videos super high. I
Yeah.
feel like that's
I don't
like
either.
that's not a great version of me. Like that's when I'm like decompressing to the umpteenth degree. Like you don't get to see me that
But some
vulnerable.
funny shit happens.
Some funny
sometimes,
shit like 40 seconds. Like, but you're not gonna see like hours of Rennie just high. You know what I mean?
It's more of like if you had cameras around your house, like your camera would catch you doing stupid shit.
And
Like
that'd be
putting
so
your
funny.
milk in the microwave instead of the fridge.
Right. That doesn't happen. No, I'm kidding.
But just,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've done that before. Like I put something in the microwave that I was supposed to put in the fridge, and I was like walked away, but then I realized what I did, and I was like, oh shit. Like,
You know what happens to me when I'm high is I always hide shit on myself. Like I'll get money out of the bank and like hide it in a place like I would not remember and like spend all day looking for it. Like what the? Oh my goodness. All right, what's at the end of this? Oh, okay. So if we could all tell a potential partner one thing and
God.
one thing only, it can be a run-on sentence, don't you worry. You can have commas in that hoe. But what would it be if it was one thing?
You want me to go first?
It's a
I don't even know.
volunteering-ness tribute.
Okay.
Okay, I would say be patient. Patience is key. I don't have it, so you need to have it. I'm never gonna have it, so you need to be patient. Teach me how to be patient. Thank you. But I need you to be patient because
got it, good.
Smack me on the ass and call me
That
Dolly.
should have been a non-negotiable. You need
Yeah,
to be patient.
period. Well, now that's your one thing, so it's even more than a non-negotiable. That's your
Facts.
one thing you're saying to a future partner out there. Do you hear us, Jazmine prospects? All right.
Be patient with me. Only because it takes me a while to open up to people.
She's like an onion. No, I've actually like experienced that just with friendship with you. Like I feel like it took like a really long time for us to get close. I feel like both of us are kind of in that way. Like it's like, oh, it's a work friend.
Yeah.
Like it's a work friend. Like that's cool. She's cool. It's a work friend.
Yeah. We talked about how we met, but we met working in a restaurant together. Like right before COVID.
Like literally months before COVID.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had like a very surface level relationship, and I don't know why did we hang out? I don't know. I'm dead ass.
I really don't remember.
I don't remember.
I know like you left the restaurant, and that's when we really started hanging out.
Oh yeah, it was after I left.
You left, and then this whole thing started for you. You leaving the restaurant actually helped you.
Oh, I think. Was it the podcast that we reconnected on the podcast?
I think it had to be because it was.
I think so.
It was during COVID. So
yeah.
The podcast is when I feel like we probably hung out before the podcast, but
it was like when our friendship really got going.
Yeah.
Kickstarter.
Whenever she needs a model, she asks me, and I'm just like, I'm not a model, but I'll do it.
Yeah, and honestly, like Jazz is one of the very few people I go out with. Like I never go out, but yeah, you should be. No, like she knows, because I go out like maybe once a month in the summer, maybe 3 times a month. It's steady. But Jazz is literally always there anytime I go out. So
I think it's because I'm like very chill. So like, you know, when you're going out with me, it could be crazy, but you have someone to be like, all right.
Right.
Like, honestly, I'm not feeling it. And I'm like, okay, do your thing.
Yeah.
If you want to leave, I'll leave with you.
Exactly. Fine. Like that's definitely how we are.
Yeah. That's just my personality.
It's very comforting to have like a chiller, as they would say, around.
No, I think when we like drink and go out, we're fucking it up. like there's no chilling. Like even if we're putting the speaker on and making a runway like we did that day, like we're going hard.
I love that.
People see like different.
That's how your friends should be though. They should bring out different sides of you because you need like different cups filled.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, and I feel like you guys are like, you're very patient.
Aw, really?
I think you are.
I try to be.
She's definitely.
You think I'm patient?
Puerto Rican patient? Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I mean, like I feel like, well, with me, like I feel like.
And within like your friendship specifically, like our friendship and your friendship, you're patient.
Yeah. I feel like I can like if we're under the influence of something, I feel like I just be like wandering. Sabrina's just like, all right. I feel like that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like you're patient, as in like it took a while for us to like click or whatever.
Yeah. And I'm patient for the most part because the last time we had some situations go down while we were out. I was like, let me get in the trunk. Let me get into
birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like the trunk.
I was like, let me get in the trunk. Let me just let y'all figure it the fuck out because I'm not crazy. Don't even want to share that experience. We're getting tired, guys.
This wine has me yawning now.
Yeah,
it's like I'm gonna come down.
It's 9:13 and I'm ready for beyond. So guess what? What are you, Sab? Should I go or should you go? For the one?
I could go.
Okay.
I would say to just stay open-minded, mainly. I think that's like super important.
In like every aspect.
Yeah, just stay open-minded and just, I mean, that's really it.
I think the one thing I would tell my potential partner, oh God, I feel like I had it and I lost it. Oh, the woes of the wine.
Yeah, seriously.
What was it wasn't on my list and I thought about it when I brought up the question to everyone. If I could tell a potential partner one thing, what would it be? Not the creek.
Yeah, I know.
Is it something that you were thinking, because We didn't say, but I'm single. You're dating, and you're not quotation, but like
I'm
you're
single.
dating.
I'm
You're
single
but
as a
you're-
Pringle.
You're single, but you're like nibbling.
I'm dipping
You're
my.
doing more than me.
I'm
You're
dipping
putting your
my
toes
pinky
in the
toe
water.
in the water.
Yeah,
The
you're doing,
pinky toe.
You're doing something that I'm trying to
Yeah.
do, but I'm scared of doing.
Yeah.
So like, was it something that you were gonna like think to the person that you're dipping or the people you're dipping to?
Yeah, no, it actually was. So, for me, I feel like the thing I just have to tell someone straight up first, you know, everything, I don't need a pen pal. I don't need someone to text. Like, it's honestly a chore for me. So if you don't see a future, if that's not what you're looking for, I've said this in so many podcasts in this series, I don't need sex, I don't need companionship. If you're not looking towards the future, please do not hit Rennie Brown Hunter up. I am not your girl. It's just not, it's not my thing, right? Like, I'm either working on completely myself, my family, my friends, my dogs, my business, or you're added to the roster. But I'm not, like, you can be another friend. Like, we don't have to put sex or romance or anything into the mix because I'm going to expect something from you. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
If I'm giving this part of myself, I expect a relationship, a development of a relationship. No one can be like, we're for sure getting married, we're for sure doing this, da da da. And I don't expect that. That's that's impossible. But know that, like, when you start talking to me, it's because you want something in the end.
Yeah.
Laissez. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Run on
On the one on the
sentence.
two. On the one and the two. Baby boo.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Are we peacing out? I really want to smoke, guys.
I'm always down to smoke.
I feel like we did good for it.
I feel like we did really good, right? I feel
There's
like
just so much stuff to talk about, but like
So
you
much.
can't like
you can't overwhelm the peeps.
yeah.
You
Maybe
know?
a part 2 one day. I had a part 2.
Yeah. I mean,
You weren't talking about the same thing, but
No.
I'm here again.
yeah. Actually, if y'all want to check it out, you know, the audio quality is, and the video quality is probably worse, but it was still a hard hitter. Jazz and I sat down and watched the Red Table Talk episode on colorism. Like we said back in 2020, I thought it was a really great episode. I really enjoyed it, and actually performed really well for like the views that I was getting around that time. It definitely did better than most of my videos around that time.
And
So
it was when you first started.
yeah, it was when I first started doing the podcast, the more long format content. Before then, I would say I was doing like 5 years worth of like vlogs, like 10 to 20 minute videos, sometimes like 30 to 40 minute sit down videos, but never that like 45 to hour mark. So yeah, that's when I first started getting into it. And I love that we have that memory and like that to look back to, because I feel like both of us were so much less confident with what we were doing at that time.
It was very awkward. I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous. I was nervous
Yeah.
about it, but I was nervous about it because I knew it was going on YouTube. I'm like, you're a pro at it, but me, I was just like, I'm just gonna keep looking at running and give me.
It's crazy because like if I'm gonna watch that and I'm gonna insert some of the clips into this podcast just because, so I'm gonna see the growth within myself, and like I'm sure like I thought I was talking that talk, walking that walk, but I was definitely you know less confident back then for sure. It just had to be. It was 2 years ago. Like I literally, it was my first mic ever I've gotten.
We were sharing one, right?
Yeah, we were sharing one. It was my first standing mic. I've had a camera mic before that, so it was technically my second mic. But it was my first podcast mic. I had to line it up all together by doing a clap in the beginning. No one saw that part, but I cut it out. And now we're here with mobile, you know, mics that can go anywhere we want, that could literally be in the wind if we wanted it to, and that's something my previous mic could not say it could do. And the mic after that too, I had the Blue Yeti, and that was great, but it wasn't incredible.
Yeah. It just got the job done.
It just got the job done. So I'm grateful for you guys for being here. I'm grateful for the evolution, and I hope you come back on. And I mean, you both come back on, and we talk about other stuff.
Yeah, hopefully you invite us back on.
Maybe 3 again, maybe solos, between us,
Yeah.
you guys.
And I love the wine. I think we did great. I'm getting a little bit sweaty now. But I think for the most part, no, honestly, I can't either. It was dedication to the craft because I've got some like under boob sweat, I've got some like chest sweat, and then like some back sweat. So we're gonna go, but thank you guys so much. I'm gonna link everyone's everything down below. So Jazmine's Instagram, Sab has a photography page and her personal page that I'll link down below. And then anything else.
Have a DJ page.
DJ Fizzy Fizz.
Jazzy fizzle for shizzle.
Okay, my nizzle. Wicka, 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 wicka. What? That's how we ended it.
And we out.
Oh my god, butt sweat too. Jeez. Well,
The hair with it.